It is brand new.
We're live.
Okay,
Excellent.
go ahead.
Great job.
Positive.
Okay, let's get started here at 8:54 this morning for the Canvas Board meeting to discuss the primary election held on August 5th, 2025. I am Natasha Warmanhoven, San Juan County Auditor. Joining me as a Canvas Board members are Carrie McVeigh, our Council Chair, and Amy Vera, our Prosecuting Attorney. We also have Camelin Armstrong here, Elections Manager, and Courtney Evans, Elections Specialist. Take it away, Cam.
Good morning. We'll start with the oath of authenticity. I solemnly swear that the unofficial returns and supporting documentation of the primary election held on August 5th, 2025 in San Juan County, state of Washington are true and correct. And I will sign and then pass that to Councilmember McVeigh.
It's red for a reason.
Because there's ballots out. Anytime there's ballots out, we use a red pen. That's just my little rule. There's no questions.
Okay. Just curious.
Tomorrow I'll go with black pens. So the primary election, we had the 5 candidates for the mayor's race in the town of Freddie Harbor, and then 2 Lopez measures. And we sent out 4,657 ballots in total between Lopez and town of Freddie Harbor, with 4,498 registered voters. We received 2,135 ballots and accepted 2,121 ballots. The difference between the received and accepted is the number of ballots that were challenged, less the late returns, because those have not been entered into vote one until they are signed off on. So the return for the primary is 46.49%, which across the state, this returns were low. So as far as challenge ballots, the envelopes were new. We changed the sign and date to say, hey, sign here in yellow, so maybe it would pop out some more. I felt like even though the returns were low, that the rate of the challenge ballots for the election went down, but people still didn't sign their envelopes. So we had 4 envelopes where the voter did not sign the declaration. Each of the challenge ballots during signature verification, if the voter does not sign the declaration or if the signature does not match, the voter is contacted by phone, by email, by text. At that moment, they're also sent a cure letter to so they can sign or correct their signature and return the cure letter to cure their ballot. So they have until 4:30 today for that letter to be returned. So we still have mail coming this day and through the weekend. So even though these may be rejected today, they may be accepted by the end of the day. And also 5 days before certification, the voters with the challenge ballots again are called and emailed and texted through VoteWa as a reminder to say, hey, check your mail, sign it, return it.
Cam, do you want to talk a little bit about
Oh,
your new
yeah.
tags this year?
So I'm trying something new again. Adding to the challenge tag, Canvas Board, vote it, not vote it. Let's see. There's not a lot of room on the envelope for the stamp. So that I add this to the end of the tag, since this tag stays with the envelope for its remainder of time. It's a lifespan. So if you agree, then initial the vote it side, and, if you feel it's, not voted, sign the not voted side. I should drink some more coffee.
It is nice because now everything that you've done to attempt to cure the ballot is all in one place.
Yeah. And then I tried to put the stamp on it, so I'm like, no, we're not doing the stamp.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that the voted and not voted is far enough away from each other.
Mm.
We could always have a line too if we wanted to, but
Yeah, that was the next step, and then it's like, let's put it like there. So with each election, there's little things that come along and it's like, okay, let's change that, let's change that. Just trying to improve the efficiency and having all the information there. Are we good with 6? Reject it?
Yes.
Okay, and then we have 10 ballots where the signature of the voter did not match the signature that we have in their voter registration. It doesn't mean it's not their signature, it just doesn't match what we have on file. And there is also one in here where the voter signed and then got a witness, but we need two signatures to witness the signature. So that person has been called and contacted. And the sticker below is the signature from BOA.
I can't make that. Like immediate and. So this is their signature.
Yeah,
and then
I got that.
the- Yeah.
Yep. And here too. You know, having taught 5th grade is good because you can read anybody's handwriting. Oh, no, that's even close.
And there was one feller where the wife said that her husband signed it because she was away. And it's like, okay, let's not do that and go ahead and return it. And then we'll send you a letter so you can sign it yourself. And it's against the law. But I'm always glad that we catch those
Your loops are going in different directions.
It's usually a good sign. It's not, yeah. People don't change the direction of the handwriting.
Yep. Yeah, even looking at my voter registration, there's good 20+ years of signatures. Even now I've gone from signing a full, Camelin or Ransfield to Camelin Armstrong to C Armstrong to C. It's everything, the C is still consistent and how hard you write is still consistent.
I see. This is the one that.
I have 2 different signatures. I have like this kind of signature and then I have the one from being an educator signature.
Yeah, when we talk to the voter and say, go ahead and sign the signature update, we tell them to, sign your legal signature, sign your grocery store signature, sign your I'm on the steering wheel signature. Because we can add, multiple signatures to their voter registration. So depending on their mood, that moment they're signing, we have, multiple things to compare to.
Things like this get my fast signature and it's not legible,
Yeah.
but if I were to write you something, it would be quite legible.
Are they all
Is 3, is it best 2 of 3 or something?
It's majority.
Okay, so
So
they're all not loaded.
they're all no, right? Okay, so they're all rejected.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And then, this hurts my soul.
This sounds like a lot.
This is as many as there were in the 2020 general, and that was a lot. So we did go to the post office on election day here and said, hey, if there's any ballots in the box, can you please pull them? Do not mail them out. Can you hand stamp them? A lot of these are from Lopez, a lot from Friday Harbor, a couple from Off Island. And then some are legit mailed, the day or two after. But we have to go by the postmark by the post office, and that is what determines if the ballot is late. Unless it's a UOCAVA, the postmark does not matter with UOCAVAs. The UOCAVAs are the overseas voters. We go by the date that they sign the envelope.
What was the date?
August 5th.
So this person mailed it from Seattle. I just.
When ballots,
Send it this, yeah.
Okay. So if they mailed this the day of the election, it's like,
if they mailed it after the mail has left the post office, which is like 2:15, 2:30, each post office has a different time, for their cutoff. But if they drop
but
it
that
in,
one's the 6th and this is the 11th and you're like, okay, that's way late. These are way late.
but if they mailed it at 4 o'clock from the post office, it's not gonna go out to the next day. And, we do press releases and, Facebook posts.
Well, didn't you this year, you were like, you should get your ballot hand stamped by the post office if
Yeah.
you're doing,
Yeah,
because then at least you have your date on there.
and we recommend, hey, drop it, mail it by the Friday beforehand, or, we recommend, suggest.
It's quite a shame because most of these people have signed it and dated it well before. So they should have, when they sat there with it. 8/4. That's at least.
Yeah, we are trying to get the word out there that if you want to wait until election day, please drop it at one of the official ballot drop boxes or walk into the post office and have it hand stamped before dropping it in the mail. Still needing to,
They all
Right.
signed before and I'm pretty sure they think it's signing is,
Yeah, even on the front of the envelope, it changed the language there, must be postmarked by election day or delivered to an official drop box by 8 p.m. So, with several updates to the envelope, just to say, hey. And, each of these voters, they will receive a letter notifying them that their ballot was, postmarked late and what they can do in the future to, get their ballot.
well, this person didn't even sign it until the 8th. So
yeah, and I think some of the
it's mostly like Louisians.
I think some of the confusion is that all of our mail for the islands is sent down to Seattle and then stamped at that point. So that is the official postmarked. And I lived here for a couple of years and didn't know that.
I didn't
So
know
it's
that.
all about education. But it's sort of post office is the education and we're peripheral to it.
Well, if we could let people know that if you don't mail it before this date,
Mhm.
it's not gonna count.
Yep, that's what we do. Well, we don't say it's not going to count, we just say there's a
Like
very good
this
chance
person
it will be
dated it.
postmarked late.
After the fact anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those things you can, put out press release after press release after press release.
Yeah,
But if you don't read the paper, you're not gonna see it.
and a lot of people don't read the paper.
And, even putting it on the envelope, you gotta read the envelope.
Yeah.
And it's also, in the voter's guide, that we recommend mailing the Friday beforehand.
Just use the drop boxes.
Yeah, just use the Dropbox.
Both Pam Hope and Ray Jackson got exactly the same count.
Yeah, they did.
I was like,
Is that what they had? I hadn't checked.
I looked at that, I was like, well, what would the odds of that be? It doesn't look like there's enough late ones from Friday Harbor to change the outcome.
Yeah, no.
But
Yeah, I did do a count on that just to,
I saw someone had signed it a month prior. Completed and signed right when they got their ballot.
and then forgot about it.
we have, one Uocala voter, up in Canada. She gets a ballot and she drives down here and she hands delivers it every single time. In perfect point to the ballot box as they drop in the ballot box. But she's like, I just want my vote to count. I want your vote to count.
Oh, blueberry, I was like,
What?
blueberry.
It's like families too. You can see somebody who's in
Mhm.
charge and fail to do what they were supposed to do.
We had a mom come to the ballot box right at like 8:01 when they were locking the box. And she goes, please, please just take these. I told my daughter I mailed these 2 weeks ago. I was like, we can take them, but it's after 8. So Courtney, you get all those, if you can do a count and confirm the number, please.
Well, this person's address is Anacortes.
Probably a Decatur voter. Yeah, maybe they're mailing in first.
Even voted after that. They should have known better.
So jealous. We, have, well, in the last year of Fresh Tattoos, I got mine downtown and she got hers downtown and hers is like inked really well. And mine is, he's like, I'm just gonna shadow it in a little bit and it's really dark and it's like on me. So I'm just being jealous. Careful what you ink and who inks you.
My ankle one's exactly the way I wanted it, and then the other one is more smudgy, but I got
Yeah.
this one last summer when I was,
Nice.
and, I thought he did, it was here in town. And,
Yeah, it's probably the guy. I mean, it's not that I've heard bad things, it's just his style is not your style. So,
Yeah.
it's okay.
I want
Well,
it
no,
tight
it
outlines. and-
wasn't the one down here, it was the bed, so.
Mm.
It's only here for some,
I've been going to, I'm gonna mess up her name, but Shaylee, pretty sure. She's over by the co-op.
yeah, that's who.
It's probably her partner that
It's
did
a
it.
partner,
Yeah,
yeah,
and they have somewhat similar styles.
Yeah. yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
really happy. Yeah, that-
Okay, so there's 71
seven.
ballots rejected for late return, and each of the voters will receive a letter in the mail. And if you can sign off on that, it's 71.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What do we have for the November election? Is it just the town or is there other things?
Oh, it's gonna be a scroll.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ask Amy how.
Many.
Many things.
Special district. You need this, that's it.
Yeah.
One or more.
There'll be several styles of ballots. And only 1, 2, 3, 4 contested races in the districts, but like 20, 30 races uncontested. And
Well, that'll
7,
be-
8 measures, and then 1 state, but we'll only see 1 measure on our ballot here in Island. Perfect, thank you. Okay, and so the last of it is these are ballots. We mail our voter extract to the printer like a good 6 days prior to the election to get in line. So, because all 39 counties are printing at the same time. A lot of the counties go to the same printer. So when we sent our voter extract, these people were eligible to vote in the election at that time. Voter registration is open, up until 8 p.m. election night. So they could, live in town during July, but then the end of July, they move out to Roche. So if they move out to Roche, they're not eligible to vote in the primary, in the mayor's race, because only the town
Mhm.
voters, precincts 101 and 102, vote in the town of Brighton Harbor mayor race. And so these are the people that voted, but when we received their ballot, it was after they moved, so they were no longer eligible to vote. And then a couple of the ballots they were in King County, then they transferred to San Juan County during the election, but they weren't eligible to vote in the election because they didn't live in the town of Brighton Harbor or Lopez. And then there's one reissue where they had moved and they voted the first ballot, which that ballot was then duplicated onto the right precinct ballot. So their first ballot, second ballot is not accepted because they had already received a ballot. Is that clear?
Mhm.
Okay. How clear in my head? Yeah. Words are a different thing now. So these ballots are all invalid ballots. We're just acknowledging, rejecting that they're invalid.
Due to voter eligibility.
This
Yes.
is, yeah, miscellaneous, it's just information we don't need to sign or
Yeah.
not, you're just letting us know, yeah.
Yeah. And so we will continue to process the last of the ballots today. As far as cure letters and then tally the final results. After 4:30 today. Sorry, this one is
Both previous.
yeah. April special received way after April.
So that April special is not even on here, you know, yeah,
You know,
just. Eight. No. No voter attendance.
No, I mean, there were
Now, we might
there
get
was
some in
two
here.
boxes from on one island, one on the other, so they were all
Well done,
well
everybody.
done, yeah. Plain ballots, as generally, our every election, our voters are really good at filling in the target area and doing great. So I appreciate that.
What happens if they sign it and don't date it? Like if this was a good ballot, does it get rejected if it doesn't have a date?
It would only matter if it was Uocava. And if it was
That's the-
Uocava, then we would have to go by the postmark date. Uniform, it's an overseas voter.
Oh, if we use that date they sign.
But if they don't sign, then we have to go by the postmark date.
If I just didn't sign it, because the post office date is what's controlling you. So,
Yeah, for the domestic ballots. The Uocavas, if they sign it and it's postmarked late, will go by the date they signed. And if they didn't sign, then we have to go by the postmark date. And if there's neither, then it's accepted.
so for everyone else, the main thing is the signature. I mean, dating would be good, but get the signature.
Everything else, signature and the postmark is what matters. Yeah.
Yeah, or signature and getting it in an official ballot box before
Yes.
8 PM on election night.
And they have 18 days to do that. Ballots are received prior to the 18-day voting period, and so plenty of time. So that's all we have for today. We'll come back tomorrow. There shouldn't be anything to look at, but there may. So right now, these are the numbers of the ballots that were challenged and rejected. And
Hopefully we have less tomorrow because you
Yeah,
get some popular
Carolyn.
visit today.
that was tomorrow.
Excellent. Unless there's any other questions, we will adjourn at 9:22.
Thank you. Thank you.
You would cover.
I keep keeping on there. I can't quite see the front.
It's because it's now